Hello everyone, happy holidays. It's December 25th, 2019, and I hope everyone is in good spirits today and filled with cheer, and everybody's being merry and happy today. I had a decent day till the end. It was, it's always got to be something, but such is life. But overall, it's a pretty decent day. And I hope everyone is being safe and just enjoying your families during this holiday season. But this video is going to be short and sweet. Something happened this morning. I can't really explain it. I mean, I can pretty much try to guesstimate what I think happened this morning, the experience I had. I was asleep this morning. It was during the wee hours. I don't even really know what time it was. I just know it was still dark out, but it was well after midnight, and I had been asleep a while because I went to bed early. So I was really, really tired from getting off from work, third shift the night before, and I hadn't slept all day, so that's why I ended up going to bed pretty early. Well, what woke me up, I heard this really loud horn blowing, like someone was bearing down on their horn in car horn outside my window, and it was so loud. It was piercing loud, and it, like I said, it woke me up, and I was like laying there so tired. I was about to get up and go out and look out my window just to see, who is this bearing down on their horn like this, at this hour. I was just like couldn't believe it, and it just went on for like about 3 minutes. The horn was just like, I mean, it was just so loud, and I just could not believe it. So it finally stopped, but I was lying there still, half in, I was still, sleepy. And I was just lying there pondering, like, who in the world could have been that inconsiderate at this hour just to bear down on their horn like that? So I finally went on back to sleep, and then I woke up, and I had almost forgot about it. So this was probably later in the afternoon, about 2 something in the afternoon. I asked my daughter, she'll be 25 tomorrow, by the way. Happy birthday to my baby girl. But anyway, I asked her, I said, did you hear a horn blowing this morning? Like someone was bearing down on their horn? And she said no. So I was like, okay. I told her, I said, well, I'm going to text our neighbors. There's a couple of neighbors, I have their phone numbers, one across the street from me and one right next door. So I texted both of them, and the first neighbor responded, yes, next door. She said, no, I did not. The neighbor across the street said, no, I didn't hear anything. She said, I slept good last night. So I was sleeping good until the horn woke me up, you guys. I mean, I kid you not. I woke up, it woke me up out of my sleep, and it was still blowing while I was lying there, like getting ready to get up and go and check and look out my window, but I never did. So only thing I could sum up, and I told my daughter, I said, that had to have been a trumpet. It had to have been a trumpet, and the Lord allowed me to hear it. So it was like, I mean, it was a warning. That's how I take it, and to let people know, that the trumpet is sounding there, and I know there's been reports all over the world over the last few years of people hearing trumpets blowing, but this particular one, like I said, it had to have been supernatural. It had to have been. And it woke me up out of my sleep, and it was still blowing after I woke up. And I'm like, gosh, who is this blowing their horn like this, you know? But when I discovered no one else heard it but me, I was like, whoa, you know? So I just came on here to share that with you guys. If you have any thoughts about it, if anybody else around the world watching this video, did you guys hear a horn blowing this morning? I just know he allowed me to hear it because some may say, well, maybe those neighbors just sleep really hard and deep, and my daughter's a hard sleeper. But so it was no surprise that she didn't hear it. But then when I asked two separate neighbors, one next door and the one across the street, and even though the one said she slept well, but it was too loud for, three people not to have heard that. It was literally just too loud. So it's just, to me, just saying it's a warning that Jesus the Christ, he's right at the door. He's about to come for us. He's on his way. He's about to come for us, and he uses his vessels to just spread, shout the alarm. Jesus is coming. And I'm excited, I'm like just really excited because that was supernatural. It had to have been. And that's my synopsis of it. And I believe that it was supernatural, and he allowed me to be the one to hear it and to, warn everyone, as I shared it on Facebook, and I'm sharing it here on YouTube. So spread the word, you guys. Jesus the Christ is coming. His return is imminent, and it's time to be ready. I say this all the time on my videos. I know this is my ministry to just spread the gospel and to, win the lost and spread about his coming. And it's so urgent at this point. And I think about, today is, that how man uses this day to, Christmas as the birth of Christ, but we know he wasn't born today. But people, I've always acknowledged it as, honoring and representing him. However, it's really just, I've gotten to a point I don't even celebrate it anymore. I don't decorate. I don't put up a tree. And I told my daughter last week, a couple weeks ago, I said, I'm not buying any more Christmas gifts going forward. I'm not buying any gifts. And, I'm just not, because it's like, there's no scripture that says that we're to do that. So, some will say, well, the three wise men brought Jesus gifts. Well, those were the three wise men. And the only thing at this point we can give back to him, Jesus, is our lives. We can't give him, tangible gifts. What is he going to do with that? So it's really a lot of commercial. It's so commercialized anymore. It's just all about marketing and, the newest gadgets, and none of that has to do with Christ. And I know a lot of the Christians, we celebrate it or have celebrated it because of the birth of Christ, but I'm not caught up into it like how the world is doing it, and but to each his own. So I just hope everyone are enjoying themselves with their families and friends, and it shouldn't just be today. Giving shouldn't be just about today. Giving should be 365 days a year, or as often as possible. So But enough on that. But that's not what I came on here to say. But it was mainly about the horn. So you guys can tell me what you think about it, what your take on it. And if I don't see you before the new year on here, Happy New Year, and have a safe one. And hopefully you'll have a great new year, prosperous new year, better than the last one, and just mainly everybody being safe and in the safety zone of the Most High God, Jesus the Christ. Love you guys. Take care.